And we are honored to welcome our next guest. It is Shelley Simpson, EVP, Chief Commercial Officer and President Highway Services at JB Hunt. And this is the Dude Nice favorite type of interview.
Oh, absolutely.
We were said, no notes, nothing, said open topic, just go for it. I'll spar with the boys. Hey,
I love it.
Hey, Shelley, thanks for joining us at Live at Home.
Yeah, good afternoon, guys.
You know, the only thing I missed about you see, your keynote was great this year, but I remember at Chicago, we got to see you in person. You got to be on the stage, and that was just wonderful.
Well, it's hard to make it connect when you're here in front of a computer, but I do miss it. I'm ready to come back.
Well, we're going to do our best. But you know what? This is one of those years. It's a unique year. How many times can we talk about COVID? But even on your LinkedIn, you showed a picture of your Halloween, right? And it was a drive-by Halloween. And I think that this is a good thing to always be mindful of, because not only are we business, but we're businesses full of people, and people are facing these challenges. But how did Halloween go for you?
It was good. We had done that for PPE for our people and did a drive-by that could pick up a goodie bag. And so we felt like one of the things that I love about our corporate campus is we've got about 4,500 people here. And for years now, we've allowed them to bring in their families or friends to come in and trick or treat. And so since our corporate campus is not open to other people, we thought, well, we still want them the opportunity to trick or treat, but maybe we'll do a drive-by. So we put together, I think, 2,800 goodie bags for our people and their families.
Wow.
That's awesome. You know, the last time we spoke, I exposed myself as a bit of a fanboy.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and it holds true still to today. I'm a big fan of you, Shelley, and how you manage the company, and really, but your heart and your altruistic nature and your ability to combine them both, and also off of the LinkedIn.
Yeah.
What we saw is thankful to honor those we love, and the Breast Cancer Awareness Month and what you guys did there. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, that was something that was a little new twist for us this year, but it really did hit at the heart of our people that just appreciated that they could actually honor someone that had been impacted by breast cancer. So October was Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Our ERG Grow, that's Growing and Retaining Outstanding Women, that was our first ERG, actually sponsored that event. So anyone in the company could send in a name or come write down the name, and we tied those to our flagpole that sits right in front of our corporate campus. And it was just a way to really say, we honor and we remember those that were impacted. I actually took that picture and sent it to my sister-in-law and said, if you'll blow it up, you'll see your name. And that was just something that was really touching in a way that was a little bit different for us this year.
Yeah, no, it's all in the details. And Eric was just on from Redwood, and he was talking about ways that they have to involve their teammates. And I think we're all facing those challenges right now in this virtual world and trying to keep people engaged and connected. It's kind of hard when you're just looking at a plastic laptop and microchips after a while.
Quite true. Yeah. Quite true.
I think for us, Tim, it may be unique for us. I don't know how it is for everyone else, but we've been on a flex schedule now for a few months. And so our people, we found at our corporate campuses, were able to work from home for a period of time. But we really started having people say, I'd love to be with people. I'm home by myself, or I'd like to connect. And so we opened our corporate campuses, started coming back on a part-time basis. And actually this Monday, we've been having about 1,500 of our people come in on a regular basis. This Monday, we'll have about half of our staff coming in on a regular cadence. And of course, our 20,000 drivers are on the road every single day. Our maintenance technicians, our operations teams, they've been there since the beginning. But that's been a great connecting point for us and really allowing our people to know what that means. And then we've just changed a few of the ways that we do business.
Shelley, you had an excellent keynote this morning, and obviously it inspired Dooner and I on a number of topics that you talked about. And I think it's worth I know it's worth touching base on that a little bit, because you didn't mention the chaos there or anything, but what you guys were talking about was really that, you can't grow and evolve and create new services out of perfection. There's got to be an element of disruption there, or imperfection, or some chaos there. And thinking out of the box is just a buzzword, really. Bringing it into the culture of a company like yours, a legacy company, and like Dooner said, not having the urge to just put the nail back in the wood, right, and get things back in order and let that blossom and control it is really a talent and something. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Sure. I think for us, we're a nearly 60-year-old company, and you've heard me talk a lot about our cycle of innovation, disrupt, adapt, accelerate. That's been a theme for our company to really embrace, think about the way we do business. And will what got us here get us there? And that's how we're constantly thinking and what our customers are asking us for. But I have to tell you, at the top, we've got to be very aligned as to what that strategy and goal is. And you heard John say this morning, you even challenged Shelley some of the thinking from the books that we read earlier. John and I had a great conversation last week when we tend to get into those conversations that are maybe around our discipline and structure and P&L management, and yet we're trying to do this whole innovator's dilemma. How do you manage a new startup? What does that look like? Actually called back to the book and said, remember this from the book. And so it's a constant reminder that we're always trying to find that, strike a great balance between being an entrepreneurial company and forward thinking and leaning into our startups while still being operationally excellent and producing on behalf of our customers and people we do business with. So I think it's a constant challenge, but being able to challenge is probably most important.
I was recently reading a fascinating article about the difference between, for leadership, the difference between the visionary and the optimizer. And that's almost like this controlled chaos thing, right? Because the optimizer wants order, wants forecasting, wants predictability. Well, the visionary, they like the opportunity that change presents. So Shelley, let me ask you, are you the visionary or are you the optimizer over at JBH?
Well, I've grown up inside the company. So I've been here 26 years. I started in an hourly role and I've done so many different jobs. I think I've had 12 jobs in the company. And so I love to execute, have no doubt that I love to own a P&L and deliver on those metrics. But I think one of the things that I enjoy most is looking in the future. And so what will it look like? I love to see that. I love to know that. I think for me, I'm constantly talking to myself as I'm an activator. When do we start? How do we start? Let's get going. But I'm also futuristic. And so I'm constantly battling that in between. Overall, I think most of the organization I'm leading is on the sales part of the organization and 360 and how can we go? I think that's part of it. But it is important that you understand our P&L because we can't do the future at all costs. We do have a brand and a reputation that we have to uphold and make sure that we are creating raving fans from our customers. And so I think it's a fine balance. I tend to lean more futuristic, but I sure do love a P&L.
Excellent stuff. We were talking earlier, we were talking about staying on the rails and going off the rails a little bit, right? So, Shelley, I'll put you the question. Do you want to do play it forward first? Musical instrument or sing or maybe beatbox, or would you like to do the wheel of stupid questions first?
Yeah, we're doing a little chaos of our own now.
We're going to move into the chaos part. It's controlled chaos. We can stop it at any time.
Yep. So I'm a change agent. So whatever you want me to do, I'm good.
Oh,
all right. Well,
I think we go with the play it forward,
sing.
bro.
We want to hear her sing. I didn't know Shelley could sing. She keeps mentioning a piano.
She put it out there. I think we go with the singing or beatbox is the way to go.
Let's give her the wheel. Let's give her the wheel. We'll give you the wheel, Shelley. Let's spin it. Let's see what you come up with. Here we go. We've got, is there any item worth fighting over on a Black Friday sale?
Well, I don't have to fight so much because it's all online now, but I have stood many a times on a Black Friday and made sure I was first in line, but that was probably 15 years ago. Absolutely. Ooh. The latest and greatest toy of my kids. I don't know if I'd fight, but I'm sure I was first.
I know that. See, my kid's one of the PS5, so I had to stay up to like 3 a.m. online, like refreshing. It's like the new version of waiting online. It's like waiting for the server to catch up. Shelley, it's awesome stuff. We have about a minute left. Where can people learn more information about JB Hunt, and where are you off to next? You're always doing these speaking appearances.
Yeah. So jbhunt.com, and we're actually launching a new .com. And so you will gain access to that on Monday if you want to check it out. It is brand new, bringing the best of our marketing work to our customers, carriers, and people. So really looking forward to that and how we interact there. And where I'm off to next, just talking, meeting with customers. And I know I've got a few events here coming up in the next few days, but happy to be here with you too. Thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah, Shelley, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Shelley.